Hey, what's going on, guys? Alright, so check this out, right? Last night, I'm playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order in my bedroom, just chilling, trying to get a new area so I can find some boss fights to upload for this video series, because I only want to upload boss fights, right? So I'm exploring this map that I've been through 100 times. I played through this entire game back when it came out, and I explored the area where this area is, but I've never seen this area before, in this boss fight. Like, I was so completely blown away. I was like laying in bed, and I was like, wait, what is this? I've never seen this before. Should I stop, save, and go into the computer room, this room, so I could like record this with my Elgato, because this is being recorded with PS5 right now. And don't get me wrong, PS5 looks absolutely amazing on the recording, but I'd rather record with my Elgato. But I didn't know how I got here after I got here, and I think like the last save point that I had was like way far away, and I was like, I'm not trying to do all that. So I just recorded on PS5, and I'll just try to do this boss fight, and I hope it's not too difficult. Now, the boss fight in itself wasn't that hard, so I'm just going to commentate a little bit over this boss fight. So this is pretty early in the game, right? I haven't even like fought any real bosses. This is like the real boss fight that I'm going to have in the game so far as I've been playing it. And this is what, the second sister? Yeah, the second sister, that's her name up at the top of the screen right there. Now, she is the final boss of the game for sure. And I've only beat the game like one time, a long time ago. And I remember like, after playing like Elden Ring, I came back to one of my old saves because I was sort of stuck on the final boss fight whenever I fought her the last time when I got the save point, and I couldn't beat her. But I kept the save file, so one day maybe I could go back and try it again. So long time ago, I went back after I played Elden Ring or whatever like that and got used to fighting bosses, and I fought her and I won like first try, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I ever struggled on this. So playing this boss fight right now, I was like, yeah, this isn't that difficult at all. I've been playing games like Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Wild Hearts, you know, Elden Ring, stuff like that. So those games are really focused on very difficult boss fights. So when you go to a game that's not really focused on difficult boss fights, more like, you know, cinematic and storytelling and stuff like that, I mean, I know that you can put this on hard mode and make it like a little bit harder. I do believe I'm playing this game playthrough on Jedi Knight right now. Oh, wow, look at that. She has some pretty cool attacks. Now, there was one thing in this boss fight that really surprised me that I wasn't ready for. It was her, like, moving super fast, right? Like, I was ready for her to do all these little attacks and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. Oh, look at that. I love that attack that she has. She up in the ground and smashes the ground. Very predictable, though, which is really cool. Oh, look at that lightsaber. I can't wait to get double-bladed lightsaber so I can have that and fight with that. Jedi Survivor is coming out like next month. I'm so hyped for that game. I cannot wait. Look at her, boy. She's swinging that lightsaber around. Now, this is what I like to see in my Star Wars games. I like to see lightsaber battles, bro. Lightsaber battles, I think, are just the coolest thing. Like the what was that first-person game that came out where you got to play as, you know, stormtroopers and whatnot, and Rebel of, like, I don't know, Battlefront 2? Battlefront 2 was a big letdown for me. I was not, like, happy with that game, like, at all, because, I don't know, the premise of doing PvP was really, really cool, but the game got kind of toxic towards the end, and I just didn't really enjoy it. I always want my Star Wars game to be a single-player experience. It would be super dope if they did create a Star Wars game. Ooh, that is so cool. She just catches you with the Force and throws you back. I guess it's because I have her beat. Yeah, I got her beat. I beat the boss fight, and then BD1 saves me right there. That's pretty cool. You know, as I was playing this part, I was like, yo, if this is really like Star Wars, bro, Star Wars, in the way they use their telekinesis or their Jedi, you know, force pull or whatever like that, it's based on sight. Right? It's based on sight. Listen, I was a huge Star Wars nerd. I played a Star Wars tabletop role-playing game for like years and years with my friends, and we learned all we could about those force powers. And based on, I think it's the way they justify this in this one book that we were using as a role-playing game source guide, based on the way that Darth Vader was able to look at a video screen and put the you know, Jedi kill on one of his subordinates, he didn't have to be in a room with him. So for her to, you know, be stuck, I feel like she, in this moment, if she wanted to get to Cal Kestis, and maybe she doesn't know this, but I find it very hard to believe because she's being trained by Darth Vader right now, I believe that she could look at the mechanism of whatever's creating this force field and destroy it. And I think the reason why they did this, though, is because if you remember Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Darth Maul was stopped by a similar thing when he was fighting with Qui-Gon Jinn, and he put his lightsaber up against the thing, and he, you know, tested to see if his lightsaber could penetrate. It couldn't. I still feel like if Darth Maul really wanted to, and if this chick, if she really wanted to, she could just take the mechanism, that right there, and You know what I'm talking about? Just destroy it and finish the fight, you know. But it is what it is. It's very story. It's very cinematic. I think the volume is too low, so I can't like really like show you or let you hear what they're talking about. Because this is my first time hearing it, and I thought that this little thing that they added right here, this dialogue, was absolutely so cool. Like, she is trying to play mind games. She's trying to put, I guess what you kids call it now, talk no truth. Oh, that's so cool. She's just right there with the helmet. Everything about this game, that fight, was just so cool. I can't wait for Jedi Survivor. It looks like that's the end of the fight. I'm going to upload this right now because this is just, I don't know. I still have to go through the rest of this area now, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be another boss fight, and I'm going to upload that next.